This month I'm doing something a little bit different. I am going to try to spend $70 a week for my groceries. Now normally I do month-long grocery shopping, but if any of you follow moneysavingmom.com, she feeds her family of 5 with similar aged kids that I have for $70 a week. So I'm gonna try this because I have gotten my month-long grocery shopping down to a science, and I like to challenge myself, and I'm just curious if I can even do it. I do not think that I have ever fed our family for $280 a month. So I'm headed into Walmart and we'll see how I do. Okay, I made it back from Walmart and Aldi. Let me show you what I got. I'm gonna start with Walmart. I've said before, Aldi tortilla chips are fine, but we just prefer these. And Walmart has the best price on the large bag. They're like $3.88 a bag or something. But oftentimes for snacks and such, the kids will have chips and cheese, and these are their favorite. So I got 2 bags of those, which this will probably last us longer than a week, but I didn't want to have to go back to Walmart again. So got 2 bags of those. There are very few things at Aldi that I don't like, but the buns are one of them. They're gross. I don't know why. But so we got some hot dog buns to have with brats that we're going to be having. I was out of sesame seed oil. I was out of these because some of you might be shocked, but I do not separate my laundry. I hate doing laundry. I toss everything in together, whites, towels, jeans, everything. Put one of these in there and then you never have trouble. Well, we had trouble a couple loads ago and I was out of these. So that was a must. And of course, have to have clean toilets. Aldi doesn't have this kind. The girls like the white crackers and the cheese. And so I got 2 of those for just for their lunches. I'm not gonna let them snack on that. And then Aldi, we just needed some fresh veggies. I have a lot of fruit right now, so we got lettuce, broccoli, cauliflower. I saw this thing on Pinterest. I love Brussels sprouts. The rest of the family are just, they're all right. But I saw where you chop these up and put them on a sheet pan, and then you put a rack over the top of it, and you lay bacon on top and cook the bacon, and then all the drippings go down into the Brussels sprouts, and that sounded delicious to me. And I have bacon right now, so I'm gonna try that for a side dish with dinner one night. These are for lunches. They're just really easy to have some protein in the kids' lunch, and they all like them. So I don't know if one's gonna be enough, but we still have a little bit left in the refrigerator. I was out of peppermint tea. I love their peppermint tea, and it's like 99 cents or something, very cheap. Now, ordinarily, when I'm trying to do a reduced grocery budget, I would not buy bottled water. But Journey has come home from school and said that she must have a clear water bottle to have it at school, which don't even get me started on that. It's so irritating. I bought her a very nice water bottle at the beginning of the school year, and the list did not say it had to be clear, but it has to be clear. So I'm not buying another water bottle because we have umpteen million water bottles in this house that are reusable and fine. So I bought this case for her, and this will last her like 3 weeks because she only needs 1 a day to drink throughout the day. So those are for her. Got a couple of bags of chips for the week that will definitely last the whole week. It might even last longer. It just kind of depends. I haven't ever gotten these before. I'm just gonna see if the girls like them for their lunches. So I didn't buy a whole bulk thing of them. I just got a couple for them to try. It's my favorite coffee creamer. We needed some milk. The girls like these just to snack on, these little oyster crackers. These are for lunches, just a couple of easy, convenient things for lunches. I don't ordinarily buy those unless they're for lunches. We were almost out of that. I don't know if you remember back from must have been my August grocery haul, but we finally made it through that humongous box of sandwich bags, and so needed some more of those. Julia likes these in her lunch, or she will eat them for breakfast. These are Journey and Jericho's favorite granola bars. That's really like a candy bar, but I let him have one in their lunches. Jericho, sadly, just does not like the maple syrup, and so I'm just buying him regular syrup because he really likes pancakes or waffles for breakfast. These are for lunches or snacking. They taste just like the club crackers. And then white Cheez-Its. All of the kids like these, so those will be a good snack for the week. Okay, it's week number 2. I feel like I did pretty good week number 1. We have had a little wrench thrown in the plans of my $70 a week budget. So our one of our children struggles with eczema terribly, and while her supplements have helped her a lot, we are not 100% symptom free, which is where we want to be. So we have started exploring her diet, which was honestly the last thing that we wanted to do because it's such a lifestyle overhaul. But we went and had this, I think it's called the food panel, but it's not an allergy test. It's a food insensitivities or the foods that are causing you inflammation. And so hers came back, the number one thing was gluten. And I was afraid of that. I really didn't want to go down this road, but here we are, and if it helps her skin, then I'm willing to do it. So I did fairly well, and I feel like without having to do some of the gluten-free stuff, I feel like I would have made it. But let me show you what I got. This is what I got at Aldi. I spent $76.36. And like I said, I feel like I would have made the $70 without the gluten-free, but this is where we're at. So favorite mac and cheese, one more thing of granola bars for lunches, Jericho's cereal, and I got these actually for a gluten-free breakfast option, as well as the marshmallows to be able to make Rice Krispie treats for something sweet. The kids requested these, and these actually, even though they're name brand, ended up being cheaper at Aldi than at Walmart anyway. So we have some golden raisins. We have chips, which all of these are gluten-free, which chips generally are anyway. So that's good. This is my absolute favorite rice, jasmine rice, and it's a really good price at Aldi for a humongous bag. So obviously that will last longer than a week, way longer than a week. My favorite coffee creamer. Here's a couple of gluten-free options. She tried the other kind and she liked them. They're like a soft, chewy, not a granola bar, but like a soft, chewy thing. And then crackers are the hardest, I feel like, with gluten-free. So she can have these crackers with cheese and such. Needed some more cheese. These turkey sticks are really easy for lunches, so I got a couple of those. Needed some more lunch meat, and I like this particular kind because it's 2 individual packages inside of there. So even though it's the big family pack, we can open one of those packages at a time. And then I like to reuse this container as well. Grapes were on sale. Juice boxes, this is more than I need, so hopefully that will last 2 weeks, but I didn't think that 10 would make it the whole week. So hopefully I'll only need 1 more next week. Spaghetti sauce. I love these little cucumbers. They're delicious. Bag of apples. Now this is one of the things that I substituted because it was cheaper. So the ground chicken, the Tyson brand actually, was cheaper than the ground beef and cheaper than the ground turkey, which is what I had on my list. So it's ground meat. I'm sure it'll be totally fine in my recipes. It'll be totally fine. Sour cream, I got these for Jalea for her lunches. She really likes guacamole, and they're these little individual packages that we can put in lunches. Was out of sugar. And then this is one of my favorite coffees, which will last me probably the whole month. So I'm hoping next week to come in under $70 to kind of make up some of the difference. And then let me show you what I got at Walmart. This stuff, this is what put me way over budget, but again, hopefully I can make up the difference in the next 2 weeks. So I got a gluten-free taco seasoning, and I'm just trying to stick with my original menu and substitute some of the gluten-free options so I don't have to make like separate things for everyone. So I was excited when I saw these. I know some people don't even cook with this, but whatever. I had a recipe that called for it, and it was like $1. It wasn't that expensive. I got a pizza crust option just to try. this little bag right here was $10, which is like, oh my word. But if I like it, I can get a better price on Amazon, so I will do that next time. This is like a 1-to-1 substitution for flour, so that's kind of exciting to be able to just sub out your regular flour in recipes. And then I got this for breakfast option, but because we have so much bacon in the freezer right now, we have been doing breakfast for dinner as options, and so that's kind of a good option to have. I only needed one orange, and Aldi doesn't sell oranges by the single, so I got that. And then I had salsa on my list for Walmart, but I decided I have so many tomatoes in the freezer and such that I have this really good recipe I forgot about from Pioneer Woman. And so I think I only needed, hopefully all I needed was jalapenos and cilantro, and I have the rotel, and I have the tomatoes, and I have the onion already. So hopefully I remembered everything. So this only cost me like $1 versus I would have paid probably $3 for the type of salsa that I was wanting to get. And then I don't normally get this brand, but I think I've had it before and it's fine, but we only needed one body wash to get through the week. And so I didn't want to go to Sam's and buy the 3-pack. So that's what I got. But that cost $31 for this stuff. So as you can see, I'm $36 over, which leaves me only half of that next week. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can do it next week to stay to $35 to stay on track. Okay, it is now week 3, and I have gone to Meijer this time because I was there I do shipped shopping sometimes just because I like it. And I know that's weird, but I really like grocery shopping. And I really love, some of my favorite deliveries are to the elderly, like the shut-ins that can't get out, or people who have just had surgery, or lots of reasons why they can't get out and go grocery shopping. So we don't need the money. It's just really fun, and it's I get to spend other people's money. It's just weird. I don't know. Anywho, let me show you what I got. I spent $80-some, which I think only leaves me with 20-something for the next week. So I will find my receipt and show you. Here is my receipt. I spent $85.12. So let me show you what I got. This probably would have cost me only around $60 at Aldi, maybe $65, because I did get quite a few things on sale, but that was the store that I was closest to today. So I got some mushrooms, some broccoli. This was not really a need, but I love, Mrs. Meyer's only has certain scents out like around the holidays, and so I got one for a holiday scent, which is fine. It was like $3 or something. Needed cotton balls, which that would have been a better price at Aldi or such, but the thing that I noticed the most is the produce is a lot more expensive at Meijer. It's also a lot better quality, but you know, I guess with produce you get what you pay for. Oranges, this is to go with the cranberries for Thanksgiving. We make like this fresh cranberry relish, and it has oranges, apples, cranberries, so delicious. Needed some lettuce, needed some chocolate chips for some baking, needed some oatmeal for baking as well. Here, this was a lot cheaper at Aldi. Even though this was on sale, this thing was still $5, which I think is like the equivalent of 2, but I pay like $1.67 or something like that for a small one. Milk, this is Journey's request for her birthday. She does not like birthday cake or any cake really, or muffins or anything like that. So they really like this for some reason, this no-bake cheesecake. And then instead of doing just the cheesecake, you mix in Cool Whip, and it makes like a fluffier cheesecake, and they really like that. So that's for her birthday. We are weirdos, and we like stovetop stuffing instead of like homemade stuffing, and it's way easier, so whatever. Chicken broth, this is way cheaper at Aldi, like way. Vanilla yogurt for the kids. Jericho likes to eat that for lunch. The girls like to pack it for lunch sometimes. I make the gravy because weirdly a whole bunch of people don't like gravy, so I still use the drippings of the turkey, but I like to put the gravy packets in it because it gives it more flavor. 2 things of mozzarella cheese. This was on sale and that was actually comparable to Aldi, so that was okay. That goes with the cheesecake. This I did not have to get, but this mama does not cook breakfast in the morning. And so rather than get Jericho expensive cereal at Meijer, I got him the pancakes and he fixes them himself, and that's fine. This was also not needed, but we just had tacos last night and poor Julia really wanted a soft taco. And so I saw these and the date is good till December 14th. So I'm hardly ever at Meijer for my own personal shopping, so I thought, well, I'll get that and they'll be good for a while, and she could wrap up leftover turkey like a sandwich. We can use it like sandwich bread also. So that is week number 3 groceries. I have no idea if I can only spend $20 next week on groceries, maybe with Thanksgiving leftovers. Oh, I'm missing my turkey. Oh, that's out in the garage still. I got a, let's see, how big was that turkey? Let's see, okay, $21.73 was a turkey. And actually that ended up being a good deal because it was 97 cents a pound or something like that. And that was cheaper than Aldi. Aldi was $1.09 or $1.19, something like that. So have a big old 22-pound turkey as well for Thanksgiving. All right, we'll see you in week 4. Hey guys, so this is week 4 of my $70 grocery shopping a week challenge. And I know you're all wondering, was I able to do it? No, I was not able to do it. This week's total was $66.46, which I know puts me over the $70 because I didn't have that much left because I overspent each week, I think. But I still don't think it's that bad because Thanksgiving was thrown in there, and then we had the little hiccup with having to switch over to gluten-free for Jalea. So all in all, I'll have my total at the very end, but all in all, I did really, really well this week. So let me show you what I got. Okay, it was just time to go to Sam's. I could have gotten like 1 pack of ground beef for the week, but I just couldn't do it because it was more expensive and I really like Sam's meat. So obviously this is like buying ahead. This is not just for this week, but this is 6 pounds of 90-10 ground beef. Kids were totally out of string cheese, and we always need to have these because we use them for lunches and snacks. Kids were out of all sorts of, there were really no chips or any crackers left. Journey requested bagels. We already have cream cheese to go with it. This is for next week for lunches. These are actually for Thanksgiving to go with like a relish tray and some cheese, like a cheese ball. Needed some more eggs. Was getting low on cheese, so I got 4 things of cheese. I only needed 1 thing of butter, but it was only $1.99, which is a really, really good deal on butter, so I got 2 of those. Needed some more ham, and I've told you guys about this before. I like this package at Aldi because it's 2 separate bags inside, so we can open up one at a time, and then I like to reuse this container for leftovers and stuff. 1 of Jericho's mac and cheese. These are their favorite granola bars. 1 box of cereal for Jericho. Way back here, this is for Thanksgiving. Some good paper plates, and I needed to get Jalea something because she can't have granola bars anymore. This is also for the holidays. This, I am making Revel bars for the Michigan-Ohio State game is this Saturday, and so I'm making Revel bars, which is like the best recipe ever. So good. Needed some chicken. It was time. We're all a little tired of pork because that's all I had in the freezer, and we've been having it a lot. Was totally out of paper plates. This is all for holiday stuff, and then I was completely out of this kind of stuff, which is really nice. Like if Jason and I are gonna be gone for dinner, or Jason's not coming home for dinner, Sometimes I like to just do a chicken nugget and fries night, and then we like tater tots when I do breakfast for dinner, which I don't think is weird because it tastes like hash browns, but we prefer those. So that is everything that I got. Still well under my $600 budget, which is what I normally have, 600 plus really. So I will get my total for you and tell you how I did. Okay, I just added up my totals and I realized I didn't film a couple of little groceries that I had gotten throughout the month. So I had like a $25 order from Trader Joe's. So I was getting more gluten-free stuff. They have awesome gluten-free stuff. And then I had like a little $15 right before Thanksgiving, forgot a couple little items. So I included those. So my grand total was $364.82. Clearly not the $280 budget that I was hoping for, but still well under my $600 budget, which I'm very happy with. I'm glad that I did it, especially with Christmas coming up. Now I have all that extra money to spend on Christmas. But I will say, I have a really good stocked, really well stocked freezer and pantry. I do not know, I don't think a $70 a week budget for 5 is doable, especially if you do not have a well-stocked pantry and have a bunch of stuff in your freezer, because I hardly bought any meat like all month long. So it was a fun challenge. I'm glad I did it. I will happily go back to my once a month grocery shopping because man, I do not like to shop every single week. It is too much thought and effort for me. I like to do it all at once and be done. So that's what I'll go back to, but I hope you enjoyed this challenge and let me know in the comments how you did if you tried it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.